No more double who. Well, let's just update this. Oh no! Oh no! It's from over here. There we go. No more double who. Nice try. All right. What was I missing in chat here? Yeah, I don't know what Vinny's doing with the ants either. Yeah, Jalo, I should definitely get some info from you at some point. I never said blowjob. Oh wait, you're talking to Jalo. Oh my god. Abigail, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, I made a breakthrough in the code. I need to go back. I need to get through this. So... Okay, so I can instantiate out of the array. Which means I can check all of my get child. Okay, so, oh, this actually might be really good. I just realized, because what I can end up doing is putting the game atlas in the piece spawner, and then I no longer need to have shit looking like this. Oh, let me turn on the scene switcher. See if this works. Okay, to you. Nope, of course not. Oh, there it goes. And then back to you. And there we go. And now we can actually... No? Oh god. Come on. There we go. Okay, switch, 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 switch. Alright, good. Yeah, Jala, that's a no thank you for the heavy breathing. Thankfully I have a proper noise suppression and compressor on this thing right now. But I really want to get Reaper working. Although it has a delay, I bet I could do some really good things with it. Okay. God, Denny, you don't even know how many fucking horrible YouTube videos I've had to watch just to learn shit in coding, let alone, like, just other stuff I wanted to look up. I fucking... Oh, boy, do I hate YouTube tutorial videos. It's so much easier to just read some text. Alright, so... I'm gonna change the... Where is it? It's not even here. P spawner. There we go. This is going to be the next thing that I stare at for a while. With game and buttons. This is third place. Okay. So no longer will I need this stuff, I think. I should just get rid of all of this. That's going away. I actually don't even need this. So there's now a button for that. Alright, let's find this. I'm kind of sick of this warning. Alright, no more warning. Okay, so... Instantiation ends up looking like this. You know, my most popular YouTube video is a tutorial on how you should bind your gamepad to play Elite Dangerous. And the tutorial showed like a graphic of the gamepad that would change as I controlled the game. And so it was like a really quick, here's the ship flying around, what it can do, and like what you're hitting on the gamepad to make it do it. It was a really short video, but it had a link to the controls file so that you could just copy the file to your computer and watch the tutorial to know what to do. Somehow got, what, like 100,000 views or something? 60,000 maybe? I can't remember exactly. And it just, I never expected it to blow up. But the problem with maintaining that video was the fact that, no, I can't even find it. The fact that the game kept patching to add more controls, so the control file just had to constantly be kept up to date if people wanted to use what was in the video, and I just didn't care enough to ever do that. So it got like a ton of comments, 9,000 views, never mind, not 60,000. And it's 4 minutes and 21 seconds long. I don't know why I didn't cut a second off of the video. But yeah, it had a bunch of people being like, oh, get me a new file, and I'm like, I don't play this game anymore, sorry. Well. Yeah, Mimi videos. Okay, so how do I want to do this now? So the reason I had all these game objects was so that I could add them to all pieces. Which means now I'm gonna add all of the children to Game Atlas instead. Which is a single one. Game Atlas. Well, is it gonna make it for everything? We'll just go with Piece Atlas for now. Oh man, Piece Atlas for each object. Piece in Piece Atlas. Child. Child count. That's all right. Not for each. Or let's see, int I equals 0, I less than Piece Atlas just record count I plus plus. If Atlas dot form get child I dot is child of get type equals game object. How do you like that so far, code? No? Didn't functionalize this. Get child count is obsolete. Oh no. It's just dot child count. Okay. Child count. Game object is not a valid type in the given context. Well, what's get type return? A string? It returns a system.type. Why doesn't game object count then? I'll do exterminate. Okay, what am I looking at over in chat here? Hey, comrade. Yeah, constantly having to update tutorials is a pain in the ass. That's why I only made one tutorial ever. Well, that spider got away. Alright, so class Unity Engine game object doesn't count as a system type. Let's see here. Unity get type. Using type get type. Type get type. Type equals type of. Oh, okay, there we go. Type of game object. There we go. So, what this means is that all pieces being. Oh, right, because you can't do an array. When you make an array like this, you need to give it size. Oh, wait, okay, so here's what I can do. I think. Dynamically add, no. Look at all pieces real quick, see how it's used. I do a for each. If it's only for a for each, then I can just dictionalize this. So I guess I'll just do that, because that's easier. Or maybe list. It's either list or dictionary. List. I'll never ever remember this shit. Ever, ever, ever. I think it's just a list. That's a dictionary. That's a list. Alright. Pieces equals new list game object. Okay, so all pieces add this, okay. Alright, so where am I at here? Turn the game object. The get child I would be a game object, it wouldn't be a transform. But because it's a part of the okay. You get game object from transform. And no code. Or is it just .game object? Oh, maybe this will work. Then let's see, how do we want to test this? This is like instantly gonna break for a whole bunch of reasons. All pieces, oops, wrong place. All piece. So for each co-spawn game pieces in all pieces, game's piece name, new piece, instantiate. Ooh, what? So go through each piece, and then, oh, this is from the spawn piece call. Okay, so that's only from the call. So then I need something to call. Hey, this is in the auditory ASMR tag for a reason, Abigail. People love that clickety-clack. And I'm sure you do too. Okay, it's time to do the thing I really didn't want to do, but I knew that I have to do it, and that's ID. By renaming. Wait, fuck. Wait a minute, how am I supposed to rename these? Oh no. How am I supposed to rename these? I can't just use the fucking names he used. I have an ID system set up. Oh no. Hey, what do I open FBX in? FBX exporter.
Downtempo techno ambient chill groove salad on Soma FM.
Wow. I had a friend who developed FBX. I'm pretty sure. If I'm reading this right, anyway. Turn that song down. Can't believe this. He's fucking my ID system this way. Yeah, probably Blender. Yeah, you're right. Cappy, not on stream, probably, but yes, I would eventually watch it. Let's see, what did I... Oh, I had a tuna fish sandwich for lunch. Tuna, mayo, pepper, and celery seed on some potato bread. Just had a tuna craving lately. Why can't I rename this? It's because my friend did something fucking crazy, isn't it? This is such a headache and a half. Okay, let's see here. God damn it. I don't want to fucking have to open up an FBX file. Wait a minute. Is this? No, it's just one big FBX file. God, how the fuck did he do this shit? If maybe I can find this in here. Huh. So I found a meta file which has all the names. I have my doubts that just changing it here is gonna work. File ID to recycle name. Damn, that'd be funny if that did work though. I'm not gonna start hacking meta files. That's such a terrible idea. Okay. Instead of that, let's just see if I can get the spawner working. So that's gone. Save that. Oh, whoops. Peace out. There we go. Oh god. You guys are grim today. Thank you for warning everybody about the spoilers. Yeah, that's a spoiler. If I ever saw one. Right. So I have a list of the game objects. And so the spawn call from each button, it's gonna give it the name. So it's the buttons. Here. I'm gonna call P spawner spawn piece, passing name. And passing name is the name. And yeah, I went by the ID, so that kind of fucks my shit up. Okay, so if I change the spawners, that's all I need. I just need to put the word spawner in front of everything. For the buttons. So then that means grabbing this, putting it in here, expanding this and now renaming all of these. How fantastic. Alright, well, this is tube slide 4x2. Wait, no, that's not right. Single piece is tube simple by 1. Piece tube slide 4x2. See if my code holds up to this tube slide 7x4. I'll be really happy with myself if this just works. This ends up just being something different. What do I want to do with this? What do I want to do with this? So the problem here is that I'm trying to make a spawner for something that doesn't exist as an exclusive object within the array. No, we'll just make it tube simple 1x2 for now. Tube. Wait a minute. What the f- He fucking removed the, oh my god, he got rid of the small loop in his atlas. Man, you know, having an artist who lives across the world is not the best thing. Alright, well, fucking whatever. We'll make it curve 5x5. Piece spawner. Tube loop 7x4. Funnel piece spawner. Tube funnel 3x2.
Thanks for writing into some FM and telling us
Tube
how much you
simple
appreciate the music we play.
4.
But we need a little more than the love and the good words. We need some
Tube simple 1x3.
SomaFM.com/support and support Soma FM. Get a t-shirt with a $50 donation or give us a couple dollars a month automatically. Thanks for keeping us on the air and commercial free.
Remember to tell your friends about Soma FM. They'll love you for it.
How broken is this all gonna be now? I'm gonna assume pretty broken. Okay, well, I gotta remove this. Try again. Yeah, all pretty broken. None of the buttons working. Well, it was worth a try. Piece spawner's not been assigned. Right, piece atlas isn't in there. That's not good. Go down here, grab the mesh in. Whoops, didn't do that when I meant to. Oh, that sucks, Denny. Yeah, none of this is spawning anything, but I'm not getting any errors either. So now it's time to debug. Yeah, any reaction is a good reaction if you ask me, because it means somebody saw your thing and was affected by it. So go for those reactions, right? All right, it didn't even get into the spawn piece code. Jeez. So it didn't even get into here. Okay, it did. Spawn piece passing name. Keep simple one by one. So then it should have gone in here. Spawn piece. Right there. Continue. There it is. Oh. Wait a minute. That's weird. Out again. Yeah, injured does not make sense. I don't know. I never cared for Imger's community. All pieces count 0. Well, that's an issue. That means that all pieces never added anything here. Okay. Let's try this. Because I get the feeling now that it's not working the way that I think it works. Like maybe those aren't actually children, for example. Even though I totally spawned something out of the children's, that doesn't make sense either. Piece Atlas. Transform child count is 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not seeing them as game objects. Okay. People like not safe for work things. Jalo, that's just from Better Twitch TV or Frankerface Z. I can't remember which. One of them inside of Twitch lets you set a notification sound effect when somebody ats you. So that's what that is. You know what? I want to try something here. Let's see. I may as well do this while I have your attention. I'm gonna go into the alerts and grab this. Okay, widget URL. How do I use that? Use the URL below. Launch it and use window capture. Launch and use window capture. Hey, Jalo. Wait, Jalo, not yet. No, thank you for the 30 bits. No, I need, can you tell me, Jalo, real quick, what kind of source do I need to add to use the Streamlabs URL? That's not the browser, is it? Let me see if... Oh, hey! It is the browser. A ping system? You just have to go into the settings. The Franker Face Z Control Center, and it's somewhere in there. Browser source, yeah. Oh my god, look at that! Look at all the little tiny bits. Thank you for the 20 bits. Now it's a matter of making sure all the fonts are the correct sizes and all that shit. I think these are too small. Need to increase those. Well, that's neat. That's nice of Streamlabs to not try to, like, monopolize the entire app and then make something worse. What? Didn't you like just install Frankerface? You should have the little gear icon in the bottom left of the chat. Frankerface Control Center. And then I think you just search like notify. No. No. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here. You have to just kind of go through it and find it, because I don't remember. Gotta do what the rest of us do and just kind of scroll through reading all the options. Oh, you're on mobile. I can't help you then, man. Okay. So I try to add the pieces. I try to get them game objects, but don't work. Because at no point does getType match game object. Which means I need to look at the piece atlas transform get child? Can I even do that in here? I don't know how to debug children. Alright, well... shit. Time to debug in a different way. I think this will work. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just look at blah, and blah will tell me. Get child returns transform, not game object. That is correct. Get child returns a transform and not a game object. This is something I learned 30 minutes ago. Okay, here we are. blah is null. Let's add blah to the watch list so that I can see it become a transform. Yeah, but I'm trying to... Oh. Wait a minute. So are they all transforms? That's the question. Transform. If I just keep clicking, does it ever change away from being a transform? No. So the meshes... Oh, god damn it. What's the count? 16? Oh god. Oh no. Oh, I gotta fucking hit stop on the debugger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it doesn't actually count the meshes. That's good. That means I actually am over-engineering this now. Then that means I can go back and not even bother with this game object. I don't even need this if. These are all transforms. Which means I can just do .gameObject like so, and file and play. And there's that error I was looking for. Okay. Object you want to instantiate is null. Alright, so now I need to check what is the object I'm trying to instantiate. So let's connect and try again. And we go in, check our autos. Piece name tube loop 7x4. So if it contains, it does not. So it checks again. It checks until it contains. Contains. Right there. So it tries to instantiate from loading from pieces. Okay, well that's an issue. I never fixed this part. Okay, how do I do this? Alright. Stop debugging. Stop this. Okay, we're not actually trying to get resources loaded from pieces. Because now it's inside of a fucking... I wonder... Okay, it's not in pieces anymore. It's in meshes. If I just change this to meshes, it's gonna look for piece name. Yeah. Alright. But it's not gonna be of game object type, and that's a bad thing. This is gonna be the... Alright, whatever. Let's try this first. If this just works, then I'm happy. If it doesn't, whatever. I know how to debug. Okay, play. Yeah, the only reason I have to refactor is because my artist decided to be fucking fancy. Do you hear me, Zaki? Stop being fancy. Hey, Genly. Yes, I would be having a good day if I could just figure out what my artist wanted me to do with this, but that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see, do I still... Okay, I lost my third emote sub. But I still want to replace my badge, my sub badge. So, Genly, did you want to make those marbles? Genly? I was just wondering, like, if you wanted to. I mean, you don't have to. Just wondering. Also, I need an idea for what my third emote would have been if I still had Actually, you know what? I really should do something here. Let me see if I can where is that widget? Event, donation goal, chat box, labels. Maybe it's a stream label. No. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna become a real-time streamer. Real-time? No. What am I trying to say? Cycle. Oh my god, look at how this is so bad. Why is it at the top of the thing? It's so bad. My sample goal. Wait a minute. I need a date? Why do I need a date? There we go. Yeah, 9 days to go. I love just breaking this shit. Cappy, you need to be an affiliate, and then inside of the affiliate page, it'll tell you how to do all of that. Yeah, I feel like it's a good idea. Like, there's definitely a lot of fancy different kinds of marbles you could render and then have those be the badges. That'd be really cool. I'm kind of famous for marbles at this point, so. Can I change like how this looks? Can I make it cool looking? There's not a lot of options here. Like, anytime I go into the fucking widget store, it wants me to log in. Like, it logs me out when I go to the widget store. This site is such a broken piece of shit. Do I have to hit this? Successfully copied. I copied it. But then how do I use it? Games? No. No, no. I don't want, oh, settings? Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Save. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what that, oh god, no. What this? Now we can do this. Ugh, that looks terrible. Maybe maybe a little bit of this. There we go. Now it's like, you can barely see it. That's what I want. Right. Back to the code. I hit play, then I hit a button. I hit continue. Then I got this. Object I want to instantiate, it's null. Which means it can't load the things from the meshes, so I have to do something else. So set of resource load. I have to just straight up instantiate based on the... I have to like find the child? Hate this. I have to get the child from the Peace Atlas. Get... nope. Transform. Get... yeah. So that has to be an index, which... I set this all up to be so nice and easy. Now I can't use it anymore. Thanks, artist. Alright, well, now I can turn the heat down, because I got stress heat instead. Oh my god, stop texting me! Alright, good night, Abigail. Thanks for showing up. Okay, that wasn't what I meant to open up on my phone at all. Alright, so we're not going to be resource loading much as I'd like to. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? 862 gigs for this month. How in the fuck? Almost hit that terabyte. Oh, I gotta turn... Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I'm just a fucking bandwidth hog. Alright, so get child is through index. And giving the name of the piece. Is there any other kind of game object identifier I could be using here? Instead of the names? Maybe game object ID. Object get instance ID. Well, no, it's not an instance ID. Need like a prefab ID. Unity prefab ID. No. 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 I'm not about to do a fucking database. Okay, never mind that then. Yeah, well, I mean, I pay for, like, good internet, so I better get a terabyte at least. Yeah, Denny, that's what I'm saying about... I fucking can't stand these people on, like, comment sections of shit being like, oh, 1 terabyte's enough. You have no idea what you're talking about. You are not, obviously, an internet user. who does things like streams up and down. Yeah, exactly. It's barely enough to stream with. So like, when I say that the reason Google Stadia is going to fail is because of the bandwidth cap that internet providers now have, I mean exactly that. It's going to fail because of bandwidth caps. And that's without including all of the various other reasons that they should fail and could fail. Whatever. You don't need to hear me rant about Stadia being stupid. Did somebody said they tweeted my new account, but I don't see it. Apparently I can't see other tweets. I don't know why that is. Probably because I'm not. No, I don't know why I can't. This doesn't make sense. Didn't Abigail say she tweeted at me? I'm just like now learning how to use TweetDeck. Whatever. That was you? I don't see your tweet. So I need to figure out why that is. What is a Twitter? What is a Twitter? A miserable pile of lies. Actually, yeah, for the most part. Okay. So Piece Atlas now has every single piece, including one that I don't want. I actually have to get rid of that. The full Atlas ref plane. I need to rename, or not rename, but rather grab the name full Atlas ref. Full Atlas ref plane. Okay, as long as if is that name is not equal to that, please add it. Okay, so it's not gonna have that. So then we need to go through that. Okay, so instead of creating our all pieces, because we have an array by simply looping through the pieceAtlet transform child count, we could actually completely change this to be instead for int I equals 0, let me just copy this whole thing actually. And then if go spawn, just do this part. These names are what we're looking for. Go spawn was coming from this, so we're not going to use go spawn. We're going to say if transform get child I dot name dot contains piece name, then do everything else, and then return down here. So then it does this. So it's going to instantiate this, but this is as a transform, it needs to be an object. So instead we say as, oh, where did that code go? You're getting a transform. Oh, right, it's just game object. And then this should all just work. Go spawn transform rotation. Nope. Instead, it's just gonna be this transform rotation. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. Whoa! Oh boy. Yeah. Not surprised in the least, but that's what happens. Yep. Is everything stretched out? Probably. Yeah, everything is stretched out. All right. Getting to affiliate? Nah. Getting to affiliate's not hard. Getting to partner is hard. So everything is scaled up to 8. And I don't know why. Is P-spawner scaled up to 8? No. Why is everything scaled to 8? Well, that's because local scale equals piece scale. And where does piece scale come from? It comes from the button. So the button is saying 1 by 8. Okay, why is the button saying 1 by 8? Why is this scale 1 by 8? Where is this scale coming from? This scale. 1, 1, 1. If it's... Oh, because they all contain the word tube! Haha! What a funny little bug! Okay. Well, that's fixed. Next issue. This is when everything really gets fucked and I scream at the top of my lungs and curse my artist's name, which is I can't add a component to these. Yeah. So because I can't add a component, these aren't game objects. I'm saying they're game objects when I spawn them, but they're not actually game objects because I'm going to go ahead and spawn one. I don't know, Cappy, because Frankerface just pulls in better Twitch TV stuff. I can try to look. Sound? No. Quad? No. Highlight sounds. Core. It's a part of Frankerface Z's core. There you go. Okay, so yeah, everything's shaped right. And then this makes this. So here's a new piece. We're gonna try to add that piece. Okay. This is all pretty much what I'm expecting, so that's good. Alright. Now, these are technically game objects once they're on the field. So at this point you could add a collider. But while it's a prefab in the mesh, you can't. This is the next issue I have to deal with. Which actually means, perhaps, instead of spawning these children and then saying you are now a game object, I need to spawn a game object that has the collider and then import these transforms. Boy, is that confusing. I'll be right back. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Can't even change the tags of this shit. I'm getting the feeling that what I need to do is actually make these pieces into like some kind of reference to these meshes. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know what this type is here. It's so weird. Let's try a Discord check. FFZ core is where it is. I don't know what it is on mobile. That's on desktop. How do I want to hack this? Thing is that as soon as I get this working, like, he's gonna be like, oh, sorry, I should have set it up this way. And then I'm gonna get a whole different way of, no, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. He's just gonna set up a whole different way of doing this. Like, I don't know how far I want to go into hacking this bullshit, so I don't know when he's gonna change it again. I just realized I completely forgot to look at my to-do for the day. Well, too bad. I'm not doing any of that. Oh, because I was curious if you were interested or not, that's all. Yes, that works. Oh. Well, I also sent the link to Luke, so let's see if he'll just buy it. I don't know how janky the game is, it just came out. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he's gonna rush into it and then be like, oh, I want to play this with everybody else, so... yeah... This is one of those moments when I just want to give up, but I can't. How do I want to do this? Let's see if I can make colliders something that can be inside of a project. If I go into physics and then I do a create, is a collider a thing I can even do? It's just a component, so I feel like I can't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can. So if we go into my pieces and I try to like... oh, not that piece. Let's try that short piece. If I copy this component, how do you know I can't put it in here? Can't put it in here. Man, I need a fucking Unity expert to join the chat. This is making no sense. Are you? Really? Okay, here. If you're a Unity expert, then maybe you can explain something to me. In the bottom right here, you see I have something. This is an FBX file. I don't know what or how to use it. Inside of that, it has the full atlas of sprites that I need. This looks like this, right? So here's the atlas right here in the top left, and then right here is all the other children down here. All these different children are gathered here, and then this atlas at the top, that's what this stuff in the top left is. So I don't know what these are. I think they're just transforms. I can't edit them, as you can see. That's all grayed out, which means I can't add any collision components. So if I do spawn them, like if I instantiate any of these, then I can make them into game objects and use them how I need to use them. But I can't, because I can't edit the prefab, I can't add collisions to them. So I can't just use this as like a, okay, spawn a thing, because the inspector works even less than I expect, but how am I supposed to be using this? And also notice that all the meshes are down here. This is just a way to chop up the atlas and get the pieces like individualized. Do you have any idea what this is? Does any of this make sense to you? Meanwhile, the fucking Discord folks are just kind of like ignoring my problem. So this is not something easy, because otherwise Discord would have answered it by now. Okay, but here's the thing. You say to each of them. I can't separate out the children. I can't take a child and then turn it into its own prefab because they're stuck to this parent. Like, wait, can I like drag a single one like this? Children of a prefab instance cannot be deleted or moved, and components cannot be reordered. You can unpack the prefab. Wait, is that it? Do I unpack this and then drag this? Okay. So if I unpack it, it becomes a thing. Fuck me. Okay. Then I'm just gonna unpack the fucking prefab. Right? Like, so in other words, the artist gave me something without taking the extra step of actually pulling it apart, which is what I needed. Well, that's a little relieving. Wow. Maki? Is that how you say it? Thank you very much. Congratulations, Maki. You just got yourself a VIP. If I can actually search for your name correctly. Hey, there you go. You just fucking relieved so much of my stress, you don't even know. Alright, let's double check this. So we have these pieces here. We're gonna throw those into a backup folder just because I like backing things up. Backup folder. No, wait, archived. Yeah, that's better. Oh my god, this means I can go back to an ID system. Holy shit. Might do that. Alright. Pieces. You go into the archive. We're gonna pull you out. We're gonna unpack the prefab completely. We're going to remove all of these pieces and throw them. Do that real quick. Throw them all onto. They're already where they need to be. Okay. Oh no! I can't add them all at once. Fucking whatever, man. Whoops, 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 whoops. Whatever. Okay. Okay, which piece was wheel holder? I need you to be a child. Don't replace. No, no, no. I need you to. Hold on. Fuck. Well, whatever. I'll fix this later. Going to pieces. Okay, that looks like that's everything. Yeah, Maki, I mean, most people found me through Vinny. He's very kind, and he auto-hosts me, but also those streams with him and Mono help too. I'm very happy to have anybody show up. So, actually, I mean, if anything, I prefer the Vine Sauce folks be the folks who are in my audience, in my chat, because I very much want to just stream the exact same way that Vinny does. I don't want to have this, you know, shit in the corner. I don't want to do face cam. I want to be exactly, well, I don't want to be Vinny. No, I don't. I want to stream the way he does, which is just do whatever the fuck you want and then hope that people enjoy it. So yeah, it's good to have you here. It's good to have anybody here, but Unity experts here, super helpful. Yeah, Cappy, I can tell you really like it here. And I like having you here, so it works out. Okay, so now that I actually have all of these in pieces in resources, I can go back to the code, get to the piece spawner, and we can actually do this. Do I want to change this back to the old code? I don't think it matters either way. Let me think here.
Support Groove Salad and keep commercial-free radio.
Because the names still match. So yeah, let's just do the resource load method because that's better. And the name still ends up being piece name. But then there's like something else in there that I'm missing, and I can't remember what it was. Just wait a minute. Is there a way to see my edit history listed out in Visual Studio? think there is. I click on a project item, click local history. View history. This is not a good history. This isn't correct at all. Stop viewing history. All right, let's start doing this and see what happens. Nah, it's a little too far. Okay, this is what I need. I just need this. And then I'll go forward from there. Yes, perfect. Look at how quickly I code, everybody. Okay. Why is that underscored? I don't want that underscored. Stop underscoring that. God damn it. Okay. Typo game piece Ghost Spawn. So Ghost Spawn doesn't exist anymore. That is still gonna come from this. I'm sorry, what?
Have you been the victim of unfair treatment by a business or a corporation?
No, Netflix. Okay, I needed to just double check to see that Iron Man was actually removed from Netflix, and apparently they are. Because Disney wants their own money is why. Makes sense to me. Even though Netflix has to pay for the licensing, so I don't know. I feel like Disney gets that money anyway. Okay, what do you think, Code? Do you think this is okay? Code says yes. This is okay. What does Unity think? Wow, Unity says yes, this is okay. Sweet. And that means I can now actually edit the things individually as a prefab, I think. If it lets me. Can I click it now, please? Unity. Unity. Alright, well, Unity's frozen. We'll just wait for that. Heat death of solar system. Are you ready yet, Unity? All right, thank you. Okay, so I can go into the prefabs. Oh, yes. Okay. So now we can go into the archive. We'll grab like the short piece and copy. I wish I could copy all the colliders. God damn. Like, this is going to be such a pain having all of them, doing all of them one by one. Is there really not a way I can copy all of these at once? Yeah, probably not. art piece. Alright. Unity, copy, multiple components. Yes, how do I do that? Right click and paste. Paste. No. Right click on source. No. No. Bulk copy. Dupe the prefab. Change the other parts. I can't do that. Okay, there's a... Please don't cost anything. $15! I apparently need to pay $15 if I want to do bulk component copy pasting. Or it's $1 because somebody just fucking copied that code and released it at cheaper because they were like, yeah, that's stupid. Oh yeah, don't worry, privacy is alive and well. Did I say privacy instead of piracy? This privacy is not alive and well. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And I'm back into the scene. I need to figure out how to do this easily, so we're gonna say, pack this out, get your zeros, get the archive, pack this out, can I not? I can't even do that? Yeah, cool. This is my favorite part about this. The fucking pivot points. So like the new pivot point is here. This is not a good pivot point. This is actually a really bad pivot point. And I don't know how I'm supposed to change that. Well, here's the thing. Good luck, Kathy. See you later. Maki, the thing is that I don't... How do I explain this? I'm not the one who set up this, the way that this FBX works. That's the artist. The artist does shit and I don't know what the fuck it is. Because he wants to be a fancy asshole. I just have to kind of work with what I get, which is sort of the price I pay for getting good art. So when you say make a game object and then put the graphics in it and then add the collision, that's what I did before. Like, I already did that before. That's what these archived pieces are. These are all, I made the game object, I added the art, and then I added the collision, right? But now I have to start over because of the way that he's giving me these objects, this art again. So like, unless I can apply this... Oh yeah, okay. Wait, so if I pulled out... Can I just apply it in here then? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Can I just do this? It wouldn't be that one, it would be this one. So if I get rid of the sprite renderer, and I just, yeah, no, I can't paste this component. So I was hoping I could just copy the mesh renderer over to the other one, but I can't. Okay, so I've pulled out the graphics. I already have a game object with a collision. Can I apply the thing that I pulled out over to the thing that already exists? How about that? Can you answer that question? Because it seems like I can't. If I could, that would really fucking fix everything, to be honest. I mean, I can make it a child, but then that's kind of overcomplicating things, isn't it? Also, again, because the pivot point is wrong, I would have to, like, figure out that difference. Which, you know, I can't stare at both of the things. Well, actually I could just do this and move this over like that, because then I know it's negative 1.5 by 0.5. I mean, that's a way of doing it, but then I'm sort of like, I don't know, it just feels wrong. But at the same time, I understand if it's what I have to do. Do you think I should just do that? Just feels wrong. For each piece, make a game object. Well, okay, I have one. This is it. ID 002 short piece. That is a game object. Then graphics as a child of that, which is what I just did. And then collision also as a child. Wait, you want collision also as a child? So you mean make... Okay. So by making colliders a separate thing, I can like add it later. Okay, I see what you're saying. Which would mean that, yeah, I see where you're going with this. If that's how you think that this should be set up, I'm fine with that. I just don't, I'm not used to that. And I guess I'm sort of a minimalist, so it feels like it's a little too much what I'm trying to do. But at the same time, I totally understand it. The only thing is that one of the colliders still has to be a part of the parent, so that I can do a drag collider check, which is used for dragging with your finger and the mouse. I kind of feel like the fact that I already have 2 out of your 3 steps sewn up into an object I already have, I kind of don't want to go all out the way you're suggesting. But I will say this. I will keep your suggestion in mind to separate the collisions out as a separate game object. And I will have a discussion with my artist about that, since he's, well, kind of practically in charge of how this shit's gonna go down, considering every time he changes the way his art works, I have to redesign the engine. So, alright. I'm gonna start renaming stuff. But, okay. This means that these pieces are now going to go into the archive. I don't want to do that, do I? What do I want to do here? So I'm about to... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be some work. And according to my viewer count, this is not popular work, but it's time to set up a new pieces, so we'll just call it Slides W. Yeah, that's what I meant. Slides W. No, okay. The ID... numbers are still gonna be intact. And then we can do whatever his fucking naming scheme is. Yeah, refactoring just really sucks. Oh, none of the... I don't mind changing the collisions if the art changes. None of the art has actually technically changed per se. It's just been given to me in a different format. Also, it looks worse. I need to fix that. Why does this look worse? What did he do? I need to fix his art again. Hold on. So, is this gonna... Okay. I think this is down to the texture. Really need to just get rid of that. Or was it a material? So this does that, that's correct. Nothing about the sharpness is in the material. It would be in here, I think. Hello. What a weird song. Nope, scale factor's not it. Damn it. Kinda hoping that would be it. just refactoring, Yoshi. Yeah, it's really gross and I hate it. So like none of this is a texture I can mess with now. Which means it looks gross zoomed in. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's not right. This is right. Where did that, what was that? Where did view? So, yeah, this is all blurry now. So if I want to fix that, does any of this work? No, none of this is gonna do anything. It doesn't seem to do anything. This. What's this? Texture. It is a texture. Okay, hold on. Why couldn't I see that before? Why am I so blind? Where's the Let's Roll Atlas? Because it's not in textures. He put it somewhere else. Okay. So what I need to do is find where the fuck that is. Is it in meshes? Let's roll Atlas. No. Let's roll Atlas is this, but that's not the same as this. Assets, resources, sprite sheet. Assets, resources, sprite sheet. Here, this. Okay. Yes, here we go. This is it. Okay, filter mode. No filter. Apply. That wasn't it. Max size. Mitchell. Bilinear. Apply. Not quite. Wrap mode. Filter. Max size, apply. No? Is this isn't doing anything, is it? This isn't. No, it. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. It's dying. Do this. Wait, is this doing anything? Didn't changing this like... Oh, that's like live right there. Oh god, okay, so... But it's not... Like, the difference here is extreme. Like, actually even better if I do... Yeah, sure, apply it, whatever. This, yeah. This is the fucking comparator. I need to drag this down. And this is... I need to make this left one look like the right one here. I need to do it in here, apparently. So I just have to fuck around with everything in here and figure it out. Texture import settings. I don't know where I should be looking at that. Texture import settings. First of all, let's move this out to textures where it belongs. Secondly, we'll go and look at the mesh itself. Now, you say import settings. I feel like that's in here. Like import materials, this location naming search. It's materials. Animation and rig aren't, there's no animation or rig. Scale factor, this will change how large or small it is. Mesh compression is off. Optimize is on. If I don't optimize, that doesn't do anything if I don't optimize. So, everything. Keep quads, weld vertices, index format, normals. I did some of this already and it didn't do anything. So these are the import settings. In the sprite sheet. Oh, so the thing that I was, the texture, that stuff. So that was what you meant. Okay. This atlas here. Or whatever. Actually, I need to go back and fix that, but whatever. Why? It makes me think that the thing he gave me just sucks? I don't know. Let's look at the texture for the original piece. And copy that, maybe. Like, pixel per unit is 512 on these. So if I go back to the atlas, change it to 512. I don't know. That doesn't do anything. Like, what if I just straight up copy this? Oh, I can't. It's kind of dumb. Single, tight, one, center. I need like a screenshot of this. How do I put it side by side? I need like 2 inspectors. Oh god, that just completely broke things by dragging it out. Sprite sheet folder, just that I had it in, yeah, it's empty now. The Let's Roll Atlas was in the sprite sheet folder because I put it there. I was trying to use it as a sprite sheet at the time. I want 2 inspectors. Wish I could do that. Probably can't. Can I? Okay, I have 2 inspectors, but will they actually look at 2 different things, I wonder? Like, I have this out, and then if I click on, yeah, it changes both of them. And 20 bilinear. And then this is different. Yeah, now they're the same settings and this looks like ass. Oh, Jesus Christ, Anki, what did you do? You can lock an inspector? Okay, that's good to know. Well, for now, we'll just stick to the 100 because it doesn't do anything anyway. We'll go back to the full rect mesh type he wanted. We'll, none of this seems to matter, does it? Scoop point filtering. I think I just made it look worse, actually. I'll just like reset all of this. Yeah, okay, that's better. Maybe maybe something in here will do it. Well, I mean, it looks fine from here. No, I don't think the Atlas is getting scaled at all. Because it's at 111 and it just looks fine. Oh god, that's so crusty though. Okay, no compression. See if we change this. Doesn't really do anything. It's just that when you zoom way in, it looks messed up. Point's terrible. Trilinear is like... I don't know, it's the same as bilinear. I can't tell the difference. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Maki. He just gave it to me in... Just the Atlas itself is just a smaller texture than it used to be. And that's pretty much it. Cool Unity, what a great time to freeze for no good reason whatsoever. Alright, where was I and what was I doing? Let's get rid of this. And we're back down here. We'll just worry about the sizing later. Because at least it's something that it'll just update. As long as he doesn't change how everything works, again, I'm fine. Really, just whatever this zoom level is. Like, if we go into here, go to the camera, and change the orthographics, like 5. Yeah, like this is fine. I could get down to like, what, 3 before you see anything? 4. We'll say like 4 is the new limit, I guess. Whatever. Whatever. Oh shit. It might be dinner. Picking you up around 6:30. It's almost 6:30. And it's been 2 hours. Maki, you've been incredibly helpful. I just want you to know that. So thank you for showing up, and I hope that you show up a lot more. I'm going to end the stream now because I'm going to go to dinner soon. And plus, you know, the rest of the work I have to do after figuring this out, thanks to you, is going to be poopy work that is boring for streams anyway. So, with that said, thank you. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I need the new ants, by the way. Did you ever give me a link to that? Well, in any case, thank you so much for coming to my stream. And have a good night if I don't see you later. It's been a while since I've done Midnight Marbles. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that. I don't know. We'll see. I will continue to try to stream every day. Try, whether it's short or long. So I'll see y'all around. Once again, good night.